Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to this channel. So in today's video we're gonna see if this device does works in 2024. This is the iPhone 10 or iPhone XR, whatever you want to call it. So this device came out in 2018. We'll just look at some of the key features and some of the pros and cons of this device. It came out in 2018, which was a pretty great year for phones. They were just coming out new phones at that time. So this one was the budget phone from Apple. This one was the least price phone at the time, so this one was a pretty good phone. I will just tell you a couple of the features of this, right? So it only had one 12 megapixel camera. This came out when there was like iPhone 10s and 10s Max. So iPhone 10 already came out, then iPhone 10s and 10s Max, this came out between that era. So iPhone 10s, 10 and 10s Max, all of those three devices had like dual cameras. One was the telephoto and one was the main camera. So this only had one of the main camera, the 12 megapixel. It didn't have the telephoto camera. So overall the camera is actually pretty good. I will talk about that in a second. So overall, just look at the design first. So here is the Apple logo, pretty generic design, and the iPhone written right here. So overall the design, I actually really like it. Single camera, it is not like newer devices like triple cameras, and it just looks very weird, but I think this looks very nice. Actually, it is my opinion, the opinions can be different. So the size wise, I think it is pretty good. It is not the most smallest device, or not the most tallest or the biggest device. It is pretty good, handy size. From the back, I think it looks really nice. From the sides, here are the antenna bands and the power button. It is pretty big, the power button. And from the top side there is nothing, and from the bottom side there is the lightning cable and the speaker and microphone. So on the left side here are the volume keys, and this is the thing I really like about this device, the mute switch. So from the sides and back, it looks and it actually feels very premium. I really like these thing about from the Apple devices, that when you hold the devices they just feel very premium. So from the front, it has this big as notch. I'm sorry to say that, but it is pretty big, and the bezels are also very thick on this device. So the Face ID works good. It is not the fastest, and it does work. It is alright, not the best one, but it does work. So overall the bezels are pretty thick, but they look alright. They are not bad. So let's talk about the processor. It has the Apple A12 chip, and it was pretty good. It works very nice. I have played some games. You want to see PUBG Mobile, Call of Duty, Genshin Impact, and also Call of Duty Warzone. If you want to see those games, I will link those in the description. You can check those out. So overall, I think the device has alright CPU processor, but the main thing I really don't like about this device is the RAM. It has only 3 GB RAM, which is very difficult to use in 2024. The games and even the social media apps are consuming a lot of power, so having 3 GB RAM is not the best thing in the world. So sometimes it does lag sometimes, but it is not a bad device, but it does lag and just stutter, and it is just slow at the time. Even though iPhones aren't really slow, but this one is definitely slow. I feel that it is slower than the overall the other Android phones in this pricing. So you can get this device for like 170 bucks in 2024. 180, maybe the max price you can get it for the $200, which would be probably be brand new from the refurbished brand new. So overall, I think the price wise this device is very good, and the performance wise is also very nice. The Face ID is the thing about this, where it is really nice, but it is not very quick. You can see that it is not very quick. Sometimes just slow a little bit. So let's talk about the camera. The camera is very good on this device. 12 megapixel, same as the iPhone 10s main camera, and the front one is also very good. Overall the cameras are good. It also has portrait, but it cannot zoom in. So this is the one of the not really good thing about this device. It just captures from the wide, but overall I think the camera is nice. So let's talk about the battery. So the battery is 2942 milliampere, and it is it can charge to 5 to 15 watts, which is slow obviously, but it is not bad. You can charge this with a 15-watt charger, and it will charge in like 2 hours. It is not the worst, not the best. It is, this device is pretty average. I can give you a summary of this device. It is pretty average, not the worst, but it is not the best also. It is pretty, it is in the category good. If I want to rate this device overall from 10, I would rate it 6, little bit more than 5, little more than the average 5. I will rate this device in the 6. So I can get about 4 to 5 hours screen on time with, you know, a pretty normal usage, some games and mainly social media apps. 4 to 5 hours, maybe sometimes 6 hours if I'm not playing games at all. So the battery time is pretty solid, not the best. Yeah, it is 87 battery health. So it is, the battery health is 87, and the timing is also very nice. Not the best, but it is not the worst also. So I think overall this device is pretty. It has 6.1 inch, you know, some 800 weird size resolution. It is 720p maybe, but it doesn't look very bad. The display is very solid. 6.1 inch. It is not AMOLED. It is like normal LCD display, IPS you can call it, or whatever they call it, the Retina, I don't know, whatever. But it is not AMOLED. It is not as good as iPhone 10 or 10s or even 10. It is not as good as a display of those devices, but I think you would not really notice in day-to-day usage, because this is also very great panel. So overall I think this device is very good. I would recommend you to buy this device because it is getting latest updates. Even the iOS 17.4 it is running, and it is getting more and more updates. So this thing I really like about Apple, that they give software updates for the older devices also. So you can see that 17.5 is also available right now, which is very nice to see. So I think you should buy this device if you are a pretty average user. You don't need the best camera, the best hardware, the best software. But overall this device is good. It has pretty average, good camera, but pretty average, and can also record up to 4K 60. I forgot to mention that. So this thing I really like about it. It can record up to 4K 60, and it is a good quality 4K 60. It's not like the very bad crappy 4K 60 from some devices. So good 4K 60 camera wise, it is good. Display wise, it is good 60 fps, and overall I think this device is pretty great because it is getting latest software updates. So thank you guys for watching the video, and please subscribe for more amazing and interested, and peace out.